Mara, I posted a video over on X the other day about this, but we were calling this out over there for a while. Mara and all of these other mining companies and crypto companies in general were forming a classic market bubble slash market cycle. So basically, when we're looking at these bigger time frames, we get these massive run-ups from, about 2, 3, 4, 5x. In this case, we ended up having a firm run from $7.68 all the way up to $30. Now, what happens is when these stocks get beat to shit, there becomes a point that obviously investors, smart money, start to look at this and say, is Mara really worth only $7 per share? And it's normally within this point here when we're extremely beaten up. This is when smart money is really taking a look and they're saying, all right, I think that this company's fundamentally undervalued. Maybe we should start allocating a portion of maybe speculative capital from the fund into something like this to maybe 10x our money. And in this case, we start to see this push up. Obviously, we have earnings. So now here's a fundamental potential push. So we have earnings, we get this big continue run up, and then at this moment, we get the potential speculation of an ETF approval. So at this moment, if you're a hedge fund, and this does not just go for Mara, guys, this goes for any stock that you're looking at, Tesla or whatever. If you're a hedge fund and in the past 2 months, your investment's up 132%, do you think you're going to be buying more into this? Of course not. Who's mainly the people who are going to be continuing to bid this market up? It's going to be retail. And so it's usually at this point where we see this massive run up where, if you look at this, we had from December 14th, 1 week and 6 days, a 90% push. So who do you think is buying into this rally? And I'm sorry if you guys were the ones who were buying, up at the top here, but it's not big money. It's not. Now, the thing that you have to understand is that all of the guys and girls who got in down here, if you're trying to sell hundreds of millions of dollars, you cannot just sell like we can. You have to have liquidity. So as retail is starting to get in up here and we're getting this greedy phase, guess who's there to catch the bag now? All the guys who got in down here at 7, 8, 9, 10, they can start selling off their positions because retail is going to buy it up completely. And then once we hit this top around 30, we see the order block come in. We notice that this sells off. This means now that all the hedge funds who really wanted to get out here, they're going to get out if it touches again. So Mara bounces back up. We get in this zone. Now, remember, guys, you have to remember what moves the market, right? The only reason what made Mara stop here at $29.18, right? It was the fact that there was nobody else out there who would bid the market up any higher. So you have to realize if all the smart guys and girls are getting out here, the only way for this market to continue to push up in Mara's case is if more money comes in. And if the people who can actually move the market are pulling their money from it, there is no way that this is going to continue to push its way up, which is why it's sad, but it does not matter if ETF approval was there or not. There's no reason. There was no upside. We already expected that. So it's not like big money's going to step in now and be like, oh, ETF approval. They've known about that, guys, for months. So this is why we see this massive fade. I fucked up because I went with poorly. We talked about options pricing and volatility in the beginning of this, but I went with poor shit positioning when it came to my puts. I actually would have made more money because of implied volatility. I would have made more money just shorting straight shares. I would have made 41% instead of making the 38% I made on my puts. But this is a complete beautiful example of not just looking at a chart and saying, okay, this is overextended, but understanding why. And this is why liquidity levels are so important. You have to understand where these levels are because we can't move the market. This video helps, guys. If you want access to all my other trades that are free, you can go check them out on X or in our Discord community. And if you want access to all of my trading bots, there's over 50 of them coded by myself, as well as tons more. You guys can get access to all of that with the second link in the description. Thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you next time. Peace.